Welcome to this week's edition of Taiwan Outlook. I'm your host, Chi-Chen Lo. Starting from July this year, our government adjusted the minimum age, and now how will that affect the welfare of the people in Taiwan, and how will that affect the economy of Taiwan? And this is the topic we're going to talk about today. And joining us today is the Vice Chairperson of the Council of Labor Affairs, Mr. Fang Yuguo. Mr. Guo, welcome to our program.
Hello, everybody. Hello.
As we know that the government just readjusted the minimum wage, what's the rationale behind the adjustment?
Okay, so I think before I explain this issue, I think I have to explain my title is the Deputy Minister of Council of Labor Affairs. So maybe all the audience have a problem why you use the council. Mm-hmm. The Council of Labor Affairs is the same as the Ministry of the Labor Affairs in the foreign country. And we have planned to revise such a name, so maybe in the next year we have a new name as the Ministry of Human Resources and Labor Affairs.
So that would be an upgrade of the current status?
I think the same, the ministry level or in the government. So I think the same, but the function and business of this ministry will be expanded from only labor affairs into the human resources. So you're just talking about the minimum wages. I think on this issue, it's a benefit for all the workers, especially for the marginal workers who the salary is under the minimum wages. So the reason why we want to adjust the minimum wages in this time is because in the past 10 years, we never adjusted, we never increased the minimum wages. And it's unfair for the workers, because even the civil servants in the government has 3 times to increase their wages. Yeah. So we should take into account about the workers, low-level workers' benefit. So in these 10 years, my understanding, the commodity price has increased about 34%. So that means that the purchasing ability of the workers is decreased. That's right. So we have to maintain the purchasing capability of the foreign workers. Another reason, in these 10 years, the economic growth rate is also increased more than 40%. So we should give those workers have a chance to share with the employers the outcome of the economic growth. Yeah. So we have the assessment committee. So according to the labor standard law, we have to organize a committee and to negotiate how much we have to increase and what time we will increase the minimum wages. So this is a very sensitive time for the Council of Labor Affairs, because now it's a sensitive time for the end of this year. We have the election campaign. That's right. So normally, maybe we don't want to touch this sensitive issue, but we still do that because I think I just emphasize that it's right unfair for the workers. Yeah. So in the assessment committee, we emphasize that the 2 things we have to take into consideration. The first one, I just say that we have to consider the workers. They must increase their capability to purchasing the purchasing capability. And this point, I think we have to reflect 100%. So the ratio of the increasing minimum wages, I think, at least 7.34%. And additional about the economic growth rate, I just mentioned that is more than 40%. So we just take a 2%, very few, only 2%. So 2% and in plus 7.34. So it's about 9.34. Yeah. But we make a little bit adjustment for the convenient for the to calculate the overtime pay. So we finally decide the ratio of the increasing the minimum wages is 9.09. That's right. And I think I understand that it's not satisfied by the 2 sides. Yeah. I mean the employee side or employee side. Yeah. But I think it's the first step. So in the future, I think we have also a decision that we will review the circumstance of the labor market. So every year we have the also host such a committee to review all the factors, and maybe we can just think about maybe next year. We also have such adjustment activities.
But as you mentioned that you want to balance the two sides. One is employer side and the other one employee side. And apparently, as we know that the enterprises in Taiwan are mainly small and medium-sized enterprises. And some people say that for the employers, especially those entrepreneurs of small and medium-sized enterprises, the cost for them are increasing. And how does the government do to try to reduce their burden?
I think because I think the minimum wages is only increased $100 or $200. I think it's not very heavy burden for the employers. But for the part-time job, I think it's, the impact is very heavy.
That's right.
So we also have some measures to lowering down the impact of such employers. So we will subsidize to the employers. We will give them some difference, you know. So every part-time, if you hire the part-time people, and we give them $10 subsidies. So I think maximum is only 1 year subsidies. So I think with this 1 year, I hope that the employers then can just think about some measures or to adjust their enterprise, you know. So I think we have such measures. It will assist all the employers to dealing with this time to increase the minimum wages.
So after this 1 year grace period, the employers will have to cover all the increased costs as a result of it?
Yes, only 1 year subsidies.
Okay, and as we know that in July, it's a graduation season. You know, many young people now going into the job market. How's the job market now for the young people in particular?
I think it's better than in the past, because now the unemployment rate in Taiwan is only the last month is 3.87, and from the January to the May, the 5 months, the averagely, and the unemployment rate is it's only 3.84. So compared to other countries such as in Germany, it's 9.1, very high. And France, 8.2, and Canada, 6.1. So even United States, 4.5, and Hong Kong, 4.3, Japan, 3.5, almost the same as Taiwan. So only Singapore and Korea is better than Taiwan.
And we are even better than Hong Kong?
Hong Kong, 4.3, so we are better. So I think we have a lot of the job opportunity for the graduate students. And we just say that because the young people, the marble of the thinking job is, I think it's often than the older or middle-aged workers. So we emphasize and also encourage other people, if they cannot find a job, they can come to our employment station, and we have hired a lot of the expertise or professionals to give them advices, you know. So we also can match, just because we have a database and more than, I think, 100,000 or more job opportunity for the young people, so they can come to our station to find a job.
In terms of job skills, a lot of employers complain that the young people now, they are not skillfully ready for the jobs that they are required to do. Do you think that's the case now for the young people?
Yes, because now we always have a complaint that the school education is not matched the need of the employees or enterprise. So under the Council of Labor Affairs, we have 6 vocational training centers. We provide a different trade for the vocational training for the young people. So if the young people come to our station, and after the advice of our professionals, if he needs vocational training, we can arrange the vocational training for those people. And it's free. It's free. So our vocational training, we conduct the training program by ourselves. We also contract with some private sectors, some private institutes in the local. So they also host the lot of the training. So if the young people come to our station, maybe after, we can give them the voucher. They can bring the voucher to attend the private sector institutes. And after they finish all the courses, and those institutes will just apply the tuition or subsidies from the government. So under this program, we can offer more than, I think, 100,000 people, include young people or middle-aged workers.
Are these the programs for those people who are not in the school right now, right? And does the council have any plan to reach out to the students in school and try to give them some training before they graduate?
Yeah. In the recent years, we have that we always negotiate with the MOE, Ministry of Education. And now we have some special program. For example, the last semester, the students, they can apply to join our program. And that means the last mile program. So if they can join this program, and then I think it can save time for accept the special skill practice or training. And during those the last semester, we also invite the enterprise to send the instructor to join the school. So after they graduate from the school, they can enter to the enterprise directly. So it don't need to waste too much time, and they can adjust themselves to the enterprise.
How about the job trainings or job opportunities for those middle-aged workers, especially who lose their job and try to get another career?
Yeah, it depends, because middle-aged workers, it's very difficult to find a job because from the employer point of view, let's think I have to pay more money. So if I can hire the middle-aged workers, I prefer to hire the young people, just to graduate from the school. It's cheap. And also, I think from the flexible point of view, the middle-aged workers is very difficult to suitable the new job. So we still have some procedures for those people because can give them advice and to design the different training courses for middle-aged workers, And in our centers, we also have such courses and the program for those people.
In Taiwan, there are structural changes in terms of the labor market. You have foreign workers coming to Taiwan, and even mainland workers in the future.
No,
not.
Impossible. No. According to the policy, I think. But
impossible. even for fishermen and those people, they do hire some laborers, right? From the China.
No. For the mainland China, I think it's still prohibited by the law. Even the crew. The crews, because if you want to hire the crews, you just only can out of the territory.
Not in our territory.
So now the foreign workers we introduce only from 4 countries. The first one is Indonesia. It's more than 100,000, and the second one is Thailand, about 80,000, and the third one is Philippines, about 88,000, and that's the one is Vietnam, and we have very few from Mongolia and Malaysia. So now the total number of the foreign workers reach 348,000.
But in the long run, are we going to increase more foreign workers, or will there be a fixed quota in terms of number of foreign workers?
We don't have fixed quotas for the foreign workers. It depends on different situation, such as unemployment rate. If the unemployment rate is low, I think we can accept more foreign workers, because introduce the foreign workers, the first things we have to take into consideration is maybe it will impact the job situation of local people. So it's the first that we are concerned much. So in the past, I think it's a flexible point of view. So we don't set any fixed numbers for the foreign workers.
Looking back, the unemployment rate in Taiwan has been ups and downs, and now you are moving down lower.
Yes.
What's the objectives or policy goals from the Labor Affairs Council's perspective? What are the goals that you want to achieve in terms
of? The goals we set down for this year is 3.80. I think it's not impossible mission for the Council of Labor Affairs. I think I have a full confidence on this issue. And of course, we should to set up a lot of measures to help us to reach such a goal. The first one, I think we have to increase the vocational training, because this is the substantial to help the workers to find a job, to increase the competitiveness of the workers to find a job, and especially to help them to establish the second expertise. And the second one, I think we have to enhance the function of our employment service station. Now, the total number of the station in the whole country is more than 352. So it's very convenient for the workers. So if you lose your job, you can come any station of the Council of Labor Affairs to find assistance on the seeking the job. And besides the station, we also have a virtual. We have an e-job website, and we also have free toll hotlines, 0800 777 888. It's very easy to remember, so you can call this number anywhere of the country. It's free. It's free. So it's 24-hour services. So anytime, even in the midnight, you can call these free toll numbers, and we have some professionals to answer your phone.
Good. In addition to job security, job safety is also very important in your ministry. So when we come back, we'll talk about the safety and a safe working environment for the laborers in Taiwan.
My pleasure.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.